Okay guys, so today I wanted to talk about something that I think a lot of people has probably gone through. Maybe they're going through it right now, or maybe they will, go through it in the future. And yeah, just honestly as well, I don't know if I'm the right person to talk about this because I feel like it's just gonna get messy and probably unclear. But I still wanted to talk about it, so I'm gonna do it anyway. But before that, I also want to say that I'm gonna talk about something else at the end of the video that has to do with the channel. It's not something important, but it's just something that I wanted to say. But first, I wanted to talk about the main theme of this video. So let's get into it. So a couple of days ago, I was having a conversation with my dad on the phone, and we were talking about this person. And this person, you don't know who it is. This person isn't related to the channel at all, and it actually does not matter who this person is at all. It's more about the situation that this person is in rather than who this person is. Basically, we were talking about how this person genuinely believes that there's this specific thing that, they can't do. Like in their head, it's actually impossible for them to do this thing, even though it's actually really possible for them to do this thing. And the more we talked about it, the more I kind of felt how sad it is, that this person believes this. Because in the end, it's not because they are incapable that they can't do this thing. It's just because they have decided themselves that they can't do it. So it's impossible for them. And we also talked about how common that is for people to convince themselves that they can't do something because, maybe they think it's too late. Maybe they've missed their chance. Maybe they don't have enough talent. Maybe someone even told them that they can't do it. So now they believe that they can't do it. I mean, I think that's pretty common, especially the last one. And the reason that this kind of stuck with me, this conversation even more, is because I was having it with my dad. And my dad, I would also mention my mom in this conversation, shout out my fucking mom. But I would say that my dad is without a doubt the reason that I don't think that way. Ever since I was a child, he has always told me the same thing. Like, if I put my mind towards something and I work hard for it, I can accomplish anything. Like, that's something he's told me so many times when I was a kid. So now it's just burned into my brain. And that's how I believe things work, for better or worse, So in that aspect of my life, I've just realized that I have probably been so fortunate, like unrealistically fortunate in that specific area of my life. But with that being said, I still want to say that I understand exactly how it feels to believe that there's just something that you cannot do. Because I have felt exactly that way about something in my life. And that thing is music. Pretty random, but it's music. Okay, so this is still a little weird for me to talk about because I still feel pretty insecure about it. And I don't know, I just don't like music is still like such a sensitive area for me to talk about. But like, it's kind of the point of the video, so I'm just gonna do it anyway. But okay, so here's the thing. My dad, right, like I've mentioned a fucking 1,000 times in this video, he is or was a teacher, and my mom was also a teacher. So basically, like I said, they taught me things growing up. And they also made sure that I was very active in sports from a very early age. So that kind of made it so a lot of things that you just go through in your childhood came pretty naturally for me. Like, there wasn't a lot of like obstacles, if that makes sense. It was just like doing what I had already been doing, right? But that wasn't the case with music. And, you know, it makes sense because music wasn't something that I was taught, and no one ever really talked about it. It's kind of weird because even though it was like that, I like music for some reason is one of the things that throughout my life I have, you know, I just love music so much. I listen to all kinds of different music. You know, these days, you know, obviously I have all of these guitars. I have a piano at home as well. I don't play piano, but, you know, not that that matters, but I really love music, and I like to write music as well. Just for myself, you know, I just love it. I love music. But growing up, you know, music was one of the things that I was just bad at, you know? Like I was not, it didn't come naturally to me. Like I wasn't good at singing, and you know, even like playing an instrument, like it just didn't work, you know, with my fingers. And I saw other people learning it faster, and you know, there was like people that could sing really well, and you know, I couldn't sing for shit. So I just thought like, okay, well, you know, my dad says all of these things, but there are probably some things that you just cannot do, you know, like it's like I just, okay, so this is one of those things that I cannot do. I cannot play music. I cannot sing. I cannot play guitar. I cannot do any of it. I'm just meant to do something else because I'm bad at this. So that's what I believed. That's what I started believing. I also just remember this moment, which I've talked about to my dad with afterwards, and he's like, oh my god, why did I say that? But I don't know, I don't think there was any intention behind it, but it was also like this pivotal moment where I was like walking around at home, right, humming on a song, listening to something completely, like I wasn't trying, I was just like making sounds along with the song, you know. And my dad heard that, and he looked at me and he said, Axel, you know what? You're good at a lot of things, but you just really can't sing. And like, you know, like he didn't realize it, but for me at that time, that hit me like straight in the heart. And I was like, you know, any sort of hope that I had left in me that I could do something with music at all just disappeared. It died right there, because the person that had told me that I could do anything, you know, just also told me like, yeah, but there's also this one thing that, you know, you just sucked at it. You just suck at. So that was really the end of it. From that moment, I believe that for sure music is just something that I cannot do, which of course sucked, you know, because I loved music, like I said. But after that, I spent a really long time just thinking I couldn't do it. And every time I'd hear a song, or, you know, like, oh, this sounds good or whatever, like it'd be cool to like sing this or learn this, I just thought like, oh, but it's not for me, you know, I'm not gonna do it, so just let it go. Up until one point. Basically what happened was that I was like, you know, there was this girl, right? And I was like madly in love with her. Like I was so in love with her. But things ended kind of ugly, and it was bad, you know, it wasn't good. I was super heartbroken, and, you know, I was really sad. And I also found out, you know, after, you know, things had ended a little bit, that she had gone back to, you know, her ex or whatever. And obviously that hurt me even more. I was like, oh no, you know. And as you do in those sort of situations, you blame yourself. You're like, oh fuck, you know, like it's my fault, you know, I wasn't enough, you know, whatever the fuck I was saying at the time, when obviously it wasn't like that, you know. It was just not meant to be, and that's completely okay. But the thing is, okay, and here's the stupid part, that guy that she went back to, of course he could play like fucking guitar or whatever. I remember sitting there thinking like fuck, you know, like fuck those fuck those guys, you know, like fuck that girl, fuck that guy, you know, I'm gonna prove them wrong. Or like, I don't even know why he was in the equation as well, but I'm gonna prove her wrong, you know. I'm gonna prove to her that she like missed out on me or whatever, and I'm gonna get really good at guitar and she's gonna regret, you know, her decision. Like super immature, but that's what I thought in my head, okay? So there I was, like heartbroken, starting to play guitar every day because I had this external motivator. Like it didn't even matter what I thought anymore about myself. I just knew that I had to get better at this because I had to show her that she missed out, you know, like look at me, I can play guitar now. But yeah, what happened was that I practiced, you know, I had this external motivator or whatever, so I practiced guitar consistently for an entire month. You know, every day I would play guitar, you know, for a couple of hours or at least 1 hour or something like that. And what happened was that after a month, I was, you know, like I had, you know, pretty, like maybe not completely gotten over this situation with the girl or whatever, but I had, you know, moved past it. And I still kept on playing guitar. Because at some point I was like, wait, you know, what, like, why can't I play this song, you know, after learning the first song? And then I learned another song, and then I learned another song, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Let's go! You know, I can play guitar. So I just fucking kept on playing guitar. And that's how I started playing guitar. Which I think is really stupid, because it was like, of course it was because of a fucking girl. Like, come on, Axel. Like, that's so fucking stupid. But who cares? That's not important. What happened was that at that moment I realized that, wait, of course this isn't any different, you know? My starting point might have just been a little bit different than some other things that I have done in my life, but as long as I put in the effort and try hard, I can get better at this as well. And so I started trying to learn how to sing as well, and oh my god, you know, damn, okay, I was really bad at singing. Like, I still have videos of me singing way back, and you know, I don't think I'm like good at singing now or whatever. I can manage, you know, but I'm not like a singer, you know, or whatever, but I can manage, and I'm happy with what I can do, you know. But from the start I was so bad at singing as well. But because of that like realization that I had with the guitar, I kind of kept on going, you know. I kept on going, and I kept on practicing, because I felt that now there was a chance that I could get better. And that realization, it changed everything for me. Like, it really changed my life. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I wanted to talk about that. Because that finally made me really understand what my dad had been telling me this whole time. That if I, you know, put my mind towards something and work hard for it, you know, the sky's the limit. Like, there's so much more that you can do than what you think is possible. And that's the stupid thing about these things, because once you're on the other side, it seems so silly that you were doubting yourself in the first place, you know? Because, how do I explain this? Okay, let's, like this, okay? First, you're standing over here, right? This is, like, now you're here, and you're looking at something over here, and this fucking thing is impossible for you to do. You're standing over here, you're looking at this thing, you're like, nah, I mean, that's just not gonna happen, you know? But then, for whatever reason, maybe your parents, friends, yourself, you know, fucking a girl broke your heart or something like that. For whatever reason, you get pushed towards this thing, and then you're finally there. And then when you're standing on this side, you've crossed the line in the middle, you've fucking did it, you're looking back and you're thinking, you know, well, that wasn't that bad, you know? what was I thinking, you know? And that's the thing. Like, you only realize it often when you're on the other side. Like, and that's what's so fucking stupid. So what I wanted to do with this video is that I wanted this to maybe, I mean probably not, I don't know if like any of this I've even said makes any sense, but maybe this video could be that sort of like external factor, you know, that pushes someone towards doing something that they want to do, that they think is impossible. And then you don't have to explain like some cringe thing that it was like a fucking girl that broke your heart that got, you know, got you to do something. I wish I could have said that I watched like this video and this guy talked and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna do it, you know. But that's not the case, and that's okay. Hey, you know, I'm fine. It's okay. It's all right. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Okay. I know it's hard. You know, it can be. Failure can be scary. It sucks being bad at something. You know, all of these things I know. But I promise you, the one that is ultimately stopping you from doing all of these things is yourself. Which is kind of awesome, because that also makes it so that you are the person that can do all of those things. You know, it's up to you. It's not up to someone else. Fuck what all the other people were saying. And of course, I realize, you know, you kind of have to be realistic about some things like, oh, you know, if I'm fucking 90 years old, I'm not going to become a professional football player, you know, playing at the top level or whatever. Like, that's not what I'm saying. And if you're thinking that way, I want you to ask yourself, like, have you really, really researched into whatever you want to do? And is there like not a single case of a person being in a position worse off than you actually doing what you want to do? Because I promise you, there is some motherfucker that has done what you want to do, and it was probably, you know, probably had a tougher situation. So if that person can do it, why wouldn't you be able to do it? You know, like, you can do it. I believe in you. And I really hope that, you know, maybe someone watches this and decides to do whatever the fuck it is that they want to do. Because I believe in you. And I really hope that I see you on the other side, you know, or whatever. With that being said, the second thing that I wanted to talk about is that, guys, I know I haven't uploaded a lot of videos. You know, I try to upload a video once a week now, but it's just during November and December, I've been working like almost full time, studying and trying to make YouTube videos, and it's just a lot, you know, and I don't want to burn myself out. So I'm trying to pace myself a little bit, but I just wanted to say that come January, I'm going to be free from work. I'm not going to be working like I do. Things are going to be a lot calmer, so a lot more videos then. That's all I wanted to say about that. Okay, with that being said, you know, I love you guys. Take care. Subscribe to join the band. Ooh, now it even makes more sense that I call my subscribers the band, you know? Fuck. Because the music, everything. Dude, fuck, okay, crazy moments. Or maybe not, I don't know, maybe I'm just fucking stupid. But, I'm gonna go now. Take care, guys. I love you guys. Like the like button or some shit, I don't know. Subscribe to join the band. Take care, goodbye, alright.